Hello, everybody, and welcome to Talk Tuesday. We are going to read some really good cards tonight, I think, and it is 1:02 in the morning a.m. on Tuesday, 2/20 of 2024. That's a 12. It goes down to a 3, which is a divine number. This will be a divine message, and the time is 1:02, and it is divine 3. So, we have chaos is coming up a lot. And I've noticed on some days people are coming in with their inner child and they're playing and they're hitting the manifestation button. We're calling it the light button. And then other days they're not playing at all. So the energies are up and down, up and down. I know that we are on a timeline split. We've been on a timeline split for a while. So we're going to start seeing things that other people aren't seeing. We're going to start seeing background people kind of disappearing and fading out. I've already noticed that a lot of Hollywood is fading out. Just pay attention. Right now, be an observer because it's really going to be, when you think about what's going on in the world right now, and I'm going to say that I'm going to channel how I should feel about what we're going into next, and I have that punch right here, that lump. So it's not good. We're going to have a little bit of rocky, but people are trying to make people afraid, and there is nothing to be afraid of. We need to just raise our vibrations because it's their chaos, and we have to weed it out and get involved in some things in our community and things. But when it comes to that craziness, we're going to stay in our own lane. How about that? We're going to work on self. Everything's been pointing to self, manifesting, and all the other stuff that we're trying to learn and do. So I hope everybody is staying warm. It's really chilly here in northern Florida. I have my little hoodie on, and I'm so sick of the weather. It's always cloudy, it's always yucky, and I'm ready for some beautiful sun and warmth. We got a number 18, which is thought, and that goes down to a 9. There's two masks in the back. There's two faces. Thought creates reality. Thought is the foundation of consciousness. Don't rush your thinking. Be careful. Be certain. Thought is energy. Energy flows where attention goes. Be mindful of the universal laws. Our consciousness and unconsciousness mind in accord. Be realistic instead of optimistic or pessimistic. Good and bad go hand in hand. Change your mind, change your life. Do not overthink or speculate questions or critical mind thinking. That's really weird. I had a vision today in the middle of my day. I wasn't even looking at anything, but all of a sudden, this movie popped into my head, and I was thinking of Back to the Future. And I was thinking about when he left the one time, and I'm not sure which one it was. Oh, I think it was the first one, Back to the Future, the original one. And when he come back, his father was a writer. He looked great. His mother looked great. She had lost all kinds of weight. They were in love. It was a whole different scenario because something got changed. So that is what I'm looking at. Think about it. When we did do a timeline jump, okay, that means somebody changed something. And I've noticed things are different. They're starting to get really different. And my husband's starting to notice it now. He was kind of that guy that I got to see it to believe it. They've said dates, they've said this, they've said that. We don't know what to believe, yada, yada, yada. And I'm just, you know what, let's observe, let's pay attention, and let's see what's going on. Well, now he's noticing. And because it's been what, 3 years that this has been going on, that they've been doing all this crap. So we know, and we've thought about it, and that's what she's doing. She's researching. Do not overthink or speculate. Question the critical minds. Speak. When I read that change your mind, change your life, that's what I was thinking of, the Back to the Future part, because when he left, they weren't anything like that. And when he came back, they were totally different, great people out living life. He got a car, or I think they bought him a truck and all kinds of stuff. So we have to remember, when this change goes through, there's going to be a lot of things happening because something got changed. Think of Back to the Future. As soon as they change one little thing, changes so much. I think, therefore I am. This simple statement expressed by Rene Descartes is a founding principle of Western philosophy. It means if one questions one's existence, the very act of doubting and then questioning is proof that one does indeed exist. But what if you are a figment of your own imagination, or the imagination of a God mind? What if you were something else dreaming? What if you were something else dreaming of being human, or only existing because someone or something is dreaming of you? We may think we are human. We may think we are real, possessing a solid physical form. We may think our world is what it is, but at a quantum physical form, we may think our world is what it is, but at a quantum physical form, it might not be that. This is a really interesting card, especially with the thought patterns that I have been having lately. Pay attention to things like that. Um, like the Back to the Future. And today I was just thinking of that. And I don't even know what made me think of that. Uh, but I did. And that one scene where they looked great, and I think they were going to play tennis or something, and he was pinching her butt, and they looked so much different. Their life was so much better than before he left. But what if uh, we may think we are real, possessed, and solid form? We may think our world is what it is, but at a quantum level. Now, I wanted to read that again because you know what? All of a sudden, they're using quantum level. Think about it. 3 years ago, did we use quantum? 4 years ago, 5 years ago? Did we use quantum at all? And now we have it in these books. They're changing things. They're changing things gradually. And think about it. In our day, they've changed things, they've taken things out. Like they'll remove it, and then you think, wow, whatever happened to that? Like the phone booths, we used to have phone booths, corded phones. You could stop and run into a booth, close the door, and make a phone call for a quarter or a dime. And now you don't even know what they don't even exist anymore unless it's like a relic in a classic car shop or classic shop. Cards and coffee. I'm getting used to this, and this is great. I almost didn't come on tonight because I was really tired. I just wanted to be in my own space. But you know what? I thought, it's important because right now people aren't ready for what's going to come next. And it's not far off. We've been saying it's going to happen. It's going to happen. People have been throwing dates out. I didn't like the date thing because no one will know other than maybe them or God when this is all going to go down. They've been saying, you know, do this, do that, blah, 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 blah for 3 years. It's going to be over. It's going to be over. There was the 100-Year War in Orleans. I mean, there with the Joan of Arc, there's all kinds of stuff. So this has been a long time coming. And like I said to my husband the other day, if the hats with the white hats are in charge, then we're good to go. But if they're not, and we've been saying that, we're messed up. It's not going to be good. So either way, we have to like hope for the best. And this thought, you have to think about things, but don't overthink about things because thoughts create reality. So when we overthink about craziness, then craziness our world will be. And don't fear. Do not fear. There's nothing to fear. There's too many people spreading all this fear, baloney, blah, 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 blah out there. And I know things are going to happen. We all know things are going to happen, but we have to be prepared. Okay, where was I? Research suggests that the world around us does not exist unless we focus our attention upon it. It does not become real and remains fluid and changeable until we give it substance, definition, and form. You think the table and chair in front of you is there. Your sense and mind give it substance and form. And so therefore it is. But at a quantum level, the table does not exist until you focus your mind and attention upon it. You know, I'm focusing an island in Fiji right now with a non-alcoholic pina colada, and just enjoying the sun and not a bunch of craziness. I'm not there yet. I'm still here. No, but all being serious, yeah, we can manifest, but first of all, we have to work on it. And there's not a lot of people. I mean, you can offer free lessons and free things, and we're all teachers and we all love each other. But when the rest of the society isn't joining in, and there's 4 of us loving each other, or maybe 50 of us loving each other, then we could be in trouble. We could be in trouble because people aren't ready. They're not ready and they're not giving enough thought to anything. I'm not going to harp on the thought card. As you see right here, there is 2 different faces up here. She does have the light in there, and she's in thought. She does have source over her. So she is being taught by our creator, but she's in deep thought. Now, we did get the 5 of Cups. And you know, deep thought sometimes is not good because this is 5 of Cups is sadness. The 5 reveals sadness due to loss of a relationship, work, friendship, or due to bereavement. Unlike the 8 of Cups, which shows a natural moving on, this card often reveals an unexpected break from a person or job, leaving you confused, and additional meaning is being unable to let go of the past, being haunted by guilt or regret. Look for and accept support. This situation is not hopeless and you will heal. Unhappiness, negative thoughts, confusion, hurt, disruption, and abandonment. You are not abandoned. We are not alone. We feel alone. I feel alone sometimes. I mean, all of us feel alone sometimes. But when we learn to go within when we're alone and feel the warmth in your heart from source, you know you're not alone. I'm trying desperately to learn and teach how to go into that, as I call it, my meditation Zen moment, and how to block out the world and go to that negative zeroed out space where you can connect with source, and you will feel it in your heart. You will really feel it. I mean, I don't get lonely anymore, and I don't get bored, and we've all had sadness, and I still get sad sometimes. I mean, I have parents that are old, and they both have dementia at the same time. And I'm far away from them, and I don't have any family down here, but I keep busy. I keep my mind occupied where I don't drift back into that place, because when we're a child, as the boy on a journey the other day, we are at our strongest, but we are also at our happiest usually. And we all like to drift back into that past, that safe space, um, thinking about it in the thoughts. It's really hard to get out of the past, because in my past, it was a safe space. Some kids, some people, it wasn't, but mine was. And a lot of us were. The next card we got was the Five of Air. And where are you? Oh, okay. It was the Five of Earth, excuse me. I thought I was losing my mind. And this is the Trickster. Now, the other day, yesterday, I think last night, we got a lot of conflict. And I did a reading for a friend today, and she got a lot of conflict. There is, I can feel the wheel spinning, and the karma wheel is still spinning. And this is avoid easy answers. Think twice about taking risks. Something is not as it seems. Be honest with yourself. You are accountable. Do you gamble with another's future? Consider the feelings of others. Look beyond selfish desire and blame. When the Five of Earth card appears, awareness is the key importance. Something is not right. Something is not as they seem. Someone lies and deceives, and that someone could be you. Could it be that you are lying to yourself and those around you? It might not be a deliberate deception, but it is a deception nonetheless. The Five of Earth can also symbolize the devil inside, who encourages you to take the easy way out, to look for options that lead to instant gratification instead of putting in the hard work that yields enduring success. In his voice in your head and heart, inspiring you to risk everything for the chance of a quick buck or a momentary thrill. Think twice. If you choose to take a gamble now, you risk losing it all. This trickster is the beautiful con man or woman whose sweet words encourage you to believe your own lies and deception. He caters to your weakness and addictions, dealing out easy lies instead of hard truths. He tells you to blame others for all that is wrong, disappointments, heartache, past failures, and missed opportunities, instead of taking responsibility for your own choices and actions. Whenever the deception lays at this time, there may be some basis for your doubts and questions. Your inner voice is telling you to look closer and see beyond selfish desire and blame so you can perceive the truth. Be honest with yourself, or heartache and disappointment may well follow. And if you really look at this card, okay, here's the trickster. He's got his cards up here, but look at her. She's like, no, no way. I don't want nothing to do with him. But she's still in the background, so he still has a chance to trick her. And five is change. So we have to be really careful right now. There is tricksters and there is going to be sadness because, and we do know, anybody who's been following, cue the card, knows that there is going to be some deep stuff going down. Okay, the next card we got was the Five of Pentacles, which is telling me that we got the five, which is the Earth, the trickster, and we got the Five of Pentacles. So that is a double change. And this card is abandonment. And what did I just say about the sadness? It talked about abandonment. And she actually looks abandoned. So this appears to be a sad card, but all is not lost because this five often reveals a fear of poverty and isolation rather than the reality you may feel at risk of losing a job or relationship, or you distant yourself from others due to self-doubt. An additional meaning is feeling alone after the end of a relationship, along with a financial change with a breakup can bring. You do have support, but you may be looking in all the wrong places or to the wrong people. Go beyond your usual network and you'll find the help and comfort that you need. Isolate money, problems, rejection, bias, fear, risk, and relationships. If you are fearing something about a situation, whether it be a relationship or a job or whatever, then I would look a little closer, because if you have fear going on, your higher self is telling you something. There should not be any fear. Fear is not where we need to go at all. Now we got the 13, and that's not it. Where are you? Okay, there you are. We got the Queen of Fire. We've been getting a lot of fire, and that does not surprise me. She's beautiful. She's got the butterflies all around, and she's got her feline. Everything's golden. Everything's on fire. Her eyes lit. Oh, my mood ring is changing from a dark purple to like almost like a light purple. Um, Plus she's got the eye of source over her, the sun. Be optimistic and enthusiastic. Engage and stimulate all senses. Give your full attention. Be focused and confident. Take pleasure in life. Don't second guess yourself. Hold your head up high. Avoid petty behavior. The Queen of Fire is a strong and powerful male or female. She or he is someone who is not afraid to go after that which they desire. They focus and their determination, and they're very optimistic. Those around them find them, they have charismatic and engaging. Warm and expansion nature draws people like flames, like moths to a flame. Is also a very primal, sensual male or female, and they engage their senses in all that they do. Uh, yeah, this is a person that appears in this reading to ask you to be optimistic and positive. Now is the time to focus on pleasures of life and enjoying what you do. Be bold and daring, be fearless. Now is not the time to second guess yourself or allow doubts to prevent you from acting up an idea or plan that you know will bring positive change and growth to you. Also suggests that you seek out like a Queen of Fire type. if you need help, or a king of fire. I mean, I would say a queen or a king, because the fire card, it could be, either or. Symbols living a full life and being fully present in every moment. Uh, Live a sensory life, stimulate your senses, all of them. See, hear, listen, touch, taste. Your senses are a true gift. Put them to use. Um, I like that card because we have some trickster loss and some things going on. And the fire was a good pot. You have to stay positive, even if you are going through all of that, because this is a rough start. I mean, we're thinking a lot about it and we're putting things together, but it's not completely together yet. And we can't figure everything out because there's a big question mark right now over everything. The next card that we got was the Ace of Swords, and that's victory. And it's nice to get the victory with the fire, the Queen of Fire, because she is trying to tell us that we need to stay positive. Um, if we're going negative and we're not going with our inner child and practicing with our masculine and feminine, and we are not working with ourselves, we are not taking the timeline jump very seriously. We are not trying to get ourselves prepared for this. But there is going to be, it is going to be like a bam moment. I'll guarantee. People that have not woke up to this yet, it will be a boom, wake up. You're awake, you know. And it's going to be a hard boom. So I would start working on ourselves a lot. This ace reveals that you will benefit from a smart decision that leads to immediate victory. If you've been beset by uncertain or delays to your plans, this ace shows a breakthrough as you cut through confusion to win power and success. In relationships, you may make a positive new beginning. This card is also a sign of mental clarity, so you are sharp-witted. There may be a legal victory or a triumph in an argument and debate. Beginnings, decisions, action, clarity, determination, solutions, and ideas. Use your intelligence and victory is yours. Um, that's a good card because we are, like I said, we are going to go through some wavy water, real ripply, and we need to stay focused. We got the 11, and that's master number, and it's emotion and intellect, and it's water. Influence of emotional disharmony, both love and fear motivate. Is fear the more dominant force? Unvoiced emotions must be expressed. Address unhealthy imbalances. Suppress emotion creates dis-ease. Seek a productive means of emotional release. Be proactive and mindful of your emotions. The 11 of water is a balancing and realigning card that addresses an emotional disharmony that may be influencing your choices and environment. It also represents the need for us to see the whole and how an imbalance can affect it. Love and fear. How many times have you heard someone say that a choice or action was made from a place of fear or was born of a person uh, insecurities and doubts, or was born of love? When we are attacked by others, we may react and re retaliate because we are angry and afraid, but we may also act because we have love for ourselves and wish to address an injustice and prevent further injustice. We may all choose not to take a risk or make changes in our lives because we are afraid of an unknown future. But we may also choose not to take a risk that may alter our lives because we love the life we already have. We may be plagued with doubts, but we can also be blinded by love. Yeah, we have to weigh the pros and cons on this emotion card because, you know, what motivates your actions the most, fear or love? A lot of us don't do certain things and they stop us because of the fear. We have to be careful with the fear. And now I'm not talking about somebody saying, hey, let's go bungee jump from, you know, 100-foot cliff. I'm not going to go pull my body apart. Common sense tells me nah, and that's not fear. That's just common sense. I really don't want to pull my body apart. So, on a bungee line, but that's my opinion and that's my choice. Somebody else might want to fling themselves over the 100-foot cliff on a bungee cord and pull their body apart. It's up to them. I mean, it's everybody's choice. Now, the Nine of Pentacles was with the emotional and intellect, and that's gratitude. And I love gratitude. I am grateful for everything. Even if it's not much, I am grateful for everything. We have to show more gratitude. Devote time and money to your interest and your home. You can be the center of your world and appreciate all the good things in life just now. We are going to be able to treat ourselves to beautiful things in the future. We have a beautiful future coming. We just have to hold the line and get through what we're going to go through because we got perception again. And I'm pretty sure we got perception the other day. And I think we got two cards. Perception is everything, basically. It shapes the world and the views. Understanding what our senses are telling us, knowing and understanding. Knowledge and understanding are limited. Changed perception cannot be unchanged. Is your perception clouded? Take the high ground, seek a new perspective, challenge your perception. Who influences your perception? Do you have all the facts? Represent yourself honestly, watch for the false perceptions. Perception is everything. I mean, everything. Like I said, you could have 15 people in a room that watch the same show, and all 15 people will have some kind of different perception. They might have similar perceptions, but it might be different in some ways because we're all unique. Our perception won't completely match. And this is a great card to get because we do have to work on our perception of things because our perception kind of writes the story. If we don't step back and not make a rash, quick decision on things and just look at the outside of a person in a situation instead of looking within, uh, your perception may be a little clouded because she may be an amazing person. But your perception is going to be, if you could see her with your eyes, that perception is going to say, holy crap, she scares the hell out of me. And if I was blind, I wouldn't even know because she speaks beautifully and with grace. So, yeah, this is things that we have to work on because our perception is really, really big. Because with that one, the clarifier was the Fool, new beginnings. The Fool is the tarot's dreamer. He takes a spectacular dive from a cliff top into an enchanted ocean, not knowing what lies beyond. His youth and his dreams will lead him into deep waters of discovery. While this is the beginning of a great adventure, the merman's journey also involves a risk. Will he survive his ordeal? A small dolphin who knows these waters well acts as a guide. Look before you leap, and if you like what you see, dive right in. Yeah, well, I don't like bungee jumping. So, yeah, he's diving off a cliff, but he's not pulling his body apart. He's going into the water. So I think I might do that as long as I've swam the water and know there's not rocks down there. I guess we take more precaution when we're older and we're not a merman, you know? Well, that was an interesting reading tonight. Today, I'm going to say today because it is going to be today. I've been doing my late night meditations and these readings at night, and I love it because it's so peaceful and quiet. And I just love spending time with my soul family. Okay. 31. Seek balance, overwhelm. Overwhelmed and juggling too many things right now. Clarify and prioritize to bring peace and harmony to your life. Remember, we got the Earth Girl the other day that was juggling the eggs. In a world of stress and confusion, of constantly juggling commitments, workloads, and self-imposed pressures, balance can seem always just out of reach. You know you'll work on what you need to do just as soon as you finish this project. Make that deadline catch up on an outside commitment, hear back from that person. But you can't keep waiting for the perfect time because it will never come. You need to take steps to deal with the overwhelm, or you'll drown in all the busyness. When this card appears, it's a sign of just how overwhelmed you are. There is a disparity in your current situation. It could be an external imbalance, such as a power struggle or impossible work expectations, or it might be an internal imbalance, like a lack of energy, a health problem, or overcommitment issues. Whatever it is, it's time to take action. One of the key reasons is that no is a complete sentence. You don't have to explain why you can't do something, come up with an excuse. I'm going to say something that elaborate excuse to justify the decision, nor should you feel guilty for honoring yourself and your time and energy. There aren't enough hours in the day to do everything you have to do, let alone what to do. So you need to figure out what is most important and focus on that before anything else. Remember that you're a grown up. You have unlimited power over what you do and don't do and how you allocate your time. It can help to discover what works best for you. If you are able to switch between projects throughout the day, brilliant. If you need to section off the separate days for separate projects, and not let them bleed into each other, that's fine too. Can you easily delegate tasks, or is it a major struggle? Are you most productive in the morning? If so, you should do most pressing then, or does it suit you better to tick off at the night? This basically is telling us we have to ask ourselves, will this matter in 5 years? So whatever we're doing, will it matter in 5 years? If not, it doesn't matter now. Ask, is this getting me closer to my dream or dragging me further from the finish line? If it's the latter, pivot and refocus. These are extraordinary, strange, and overwhelming times. You need to figure out what you can control and let go of the rest for your own peace of mind. I love that card. That is one of my favorite cards of the practical magic. Because we do have to really balance things. We don't have to make an excuse. We just, no is a sentence. No, period. I've got to the point where I don't explain myself. I just say no. And it's not that I don't like the person or want to do things with the person. It's just that I have other things I have to do. And that doesn't seem as interesting to me as what I'm doing or have to do. Maybe it's that, or maybe I just don't want to do it. I don't know. Everybody has to decide what they want to do with their time and energy. But guess what? It is our choices, and it's nothing. It should be no offense to anyone else. Okay, now we have the Messenger Oracle, and the first card we got was Know Your Power. You have choice in all things. Your power is born of that freedom to choose. But with the freedom comes the burden of responsibility. To know your power, you must accept responsibility for your part in all you experience, even when you allow another to impose their choice or will upon you. You have the power to choose if you wear a saddle or bridle, or if another will ride upon your back. Own your power, know it, and see it in all of your choices and actions. That's what I just got done saying. I mean, we have the choice to do whatever we are the creator of our story. It's our journey. Now, this came out, and I do love this card, and I really don't know what I want to call it yet. I'll probably think of a really cool name. I'm kind of thinking indigo, like indigo sunflower bunny or something. I don't know what it is. Love that you are different. Look how cool that is. You have strengths and weaknesses, and both are worthy of love. Know them, honor them, and do not heed those who tell you that you must change in order to fulfill their expectations of you. You will never be who others expect you to be. You can only be the unique individual you are meant to be. Love that you are different, for it is your differences and loving those differences that make you truly beautiful. I always say, just be you, because guess what? There's no one that's you. It's that's how special you are. No one can take your place because you have that one unique quality that's you. Be patient. And me and my husband have been reminding each other that we have to be patient right now. This is the purple, the intuition, the royalty, and the gold. Now is not the time to act. Now is a time to show self-resistance, to be patient and wait. Do not let your desire for an outcome or resolution result in one that is not to your liking, because you forced it to manifest before it was time. Trust that all will be as it is meant to be when it is meant to be. Be still. Let go of all frustration and impatience, and remember that good things come to those who wait. I agree, because this has been long enough, and we've waited this long. We can wait a little longer because we're going to see amazing things happen in this world. And we have to know that we belong, because we have our uh, soul family coming back together. We're finding each other, and that's beautiful. You have a place, you have a purpose, you are special. Do not change who you are just so others might accept you. Do not dishonor your truths by allowing someone else to tell you who you must be. Change made just so you fit the expectations or social criteria of a clique or group does not honor you. You do not need to change in order to belong. You are a blessed child of Gaia and Great Spirit and belong simply because you are. I love that. That's a beautiful kitty with wings. I like that too. Those were really good messages. It's been a really actually nice, easy day today. I just relaxed. I was up till 4 something in the morning doing readings, and I slept in a little bit until about 11, and had my coffee and just puddled around, did some cleaning, cleaned off the patio and cleaned the refrigerator, and just enjoyed my day. I didn't rush into anything. It was actually nice. Went over and seen my friends across the street and enjoyed their company for a while, and I come home. Now, this is the Soul Helper Oracle. And this is a number 14, which is a 5. A difficult path is being revealed. Ask for help and learn that we are all connected. And she's riding the horse through the mucky waters, and they are trying to get out of there. Life and your soul path have their secrets. The path can be challenging, and it is at these times that both the fool and the wise person, we are determined by all that exists. Everything is fundamentally interconnected, all influences all. The divine source wishes to teach us about this connectedness, and we learn best along the parts of our soul path that are rocky, unsafe, or even scary. We will discover allies who will touch us deeply with their empathy and will touch, wait, willingness to help, and we will become sympathizers, lovers, and helpers, and from time to time, even heroes and heroines. Your path is difficult in the moment, but this is an opportunity for you to forge links with others in order to grow beyond yourself, to help each other, and to take it in turn to be supportive and to be supported. Consciously seek out allies and fellow travelers in the outside world. Be brave and ask for help. Recognize that you are not alone, that you have friends and helpers in all worlds, in all times, and in all dimensions. Call upon them and accept their powers and their good advice. In particular, seek out the aid of the helpers recommended and do so immediately. They will give you everything you need right now, including protection. Work particularly intensively with the recommended number to achieve this. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animal is the wolf, the herbal essence is orange, healing crystal is the sodalite, and the number is 5. We've had a lot of 5s tonight. 5 tells us that you have a deep connection with the divine source and that nothing can prevent wisdom from finding its way to you. Your current priorities are fidelity, reliability, and loyalty. Focus on them and concentrate on healing them in both the world outside and your inner world. Number 5 brings protection, giving you the freedom to act more boldly. Its energy field is centering, bringing the strength that always recognizes and recreates itself at the end of the soul path, along with meditation, belief, and insight. That's a great card, but we did get 2 horses, and yeah, I would say that I would pay attention because they were running, and it was running through the murky waters in difficulty. So I would keep an eye on that. Okay, now we got the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. And we got Broken Arrow again. Now, we got Broken Arrow the other day, and I want you to really listen to this because right now we are going through chaos, but we are going to freedom and peace. We're just not there yet. And the Broken Arrow embraces the energy of peace. Let go of the need to defend yourself and prepare to offer peace. You are safe. Just as the arrow card symbolizes defense and protection, the broken arrow card symbolizes peace. In several indigenous traditions, a broken arrow would mean the tribes were no longer fighting one another, but were making alliances. When you see a broken arrow in a meditation, vision, dream, or reading, it is a message that you no longer need to fight because peace has arrived. This is a powerful symbol of harmony, serenity, and community. If you have been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself or defend that you feel is right, know that this is now coming to an end. When the arrival of this broken arrow card, you are being guided to know that the energies of light are entering to wash away all the darkness. You can drop your shields and protection. You are now in a situation that will honor you and honor your needs. Arguments are ending with disagreements are ending resolved. Perhaps to talk things through and offer the peace that you would like to enjoy. In order to move forward in a more fearless way, it's important for you to let go of the idea that you can be hurt by this situation or other people involved. Because this will only work against you, know that your angelic guides and ancestors are standing around you, protecting you, and taking you lovingly forward. We are going to get peace. We definitely are. And it's just not here yet. We're going into the 1,000 years of peace. Now, the next card we got was the moon. Take note of intuitive messages. Use your intuition, practice discernment. See through illusion and blockage. The moon is strongly associated with the divine feminine and the energy of receiving. If the sun and moon, you know what? I don't. Okay. If the sun is teacher and the moon is teacher, if and so they offer powerful energy of polarity and balance. She has a cycle of energy and is therefore strongly connected to emotions, which often come and go in waves, and to somewhat interesting behavior. So when the moon appears in a reading, you are often being told that not everything is as it seems. The moon has a dark side, just dark, not negative, and can show you what you've been kept in the dark about. Lunar energies are surrounding your life, allowing you to understand what is standing in your way. Not everything is as it seems, and you're being guided to use your discernment. When the moon appears, intuitive or psychic urges are increased. So take note of any feeling arising at this time. They are messages from your soul and angels. The moon shines her light on all that has been kept in the dark. So as ask yourself if you are avoiding anything or refusing to deal with something of importance. If so, it could be holding you in the shadows when your destiny is to be in the light. If this card appears when you feel someone isn't being completely real with you, know that their intentions will be revealed to you. The moon has no secrets. She reveals all. Yeah, and the moon is illuminating on them. It's getting brighter. Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. We've got a lot of reflection cards. Now, I want everybody to be careful about reflecting too much in the past, unless it's an invention you've been working on forever. If you're reflecting too much on the past and staying up all night thinking about the past and what was done to you, let it go. It's keeping you stuck. Take some time to reflect on your strengths and challenges and how far you've come. Recognize your gifts. Angels accept you just the way you are. Even when you are going through a challenging time, they still hold you in the highest esteem. The Mirror Guardian, a female angel, looking into the mirror of life, invites you to witness your spiritual strength and beauty, to see yourself as angels do. The mirror represents the fact that your core beliefs and ideas are in fact what is reflected back to you by your world. Your life is one big mirror of how you feel within the Mirror Guardian's help. You recognize that. When this card appears, you are being invited to take some time to see where you are right now. You are a beautiful being who has surmounted so many challenges and expanded in so many ways. Your angels are now guiding you to take inventory of your life, to take the time to note all of your recent experiences, the challenges you have surmounted, the strengths you have developed, and the lessons you have learned. Your angels want you to reflect on your strengths in particular, those aspects of yourself that you feel have not been acknowledged by others. Offer yourself approval where it's due, and know that when you give yourself credit, others will be able to as well. Yeah, that's a great message for all of us, and we should build ourselves up at this time. Gateway of Light activation. Now, I'm thinking we got this a few days ago, and this is the Halls of Learning, Spirit Guides, Confirmation, and Great Lessons. And that's what we've been doing, Great Lessons. The Halls of Learning, also known as the Great Halls, are an etheric retreat dedicated to spiritual knowledge. They are a training space for all souls, including those on earth, spiritual guides, and those between lives. They have been visited by many spiritual seekers, seers, and mediums over the years, and have been described as a giant, somewhat Gothic university building with marble flooring, spiral staircases, and tall bookcases. Some have said these halls are home to the Akashic records, while others have wondered if they are connected to the halls of Amenti. I can confirm that these are actually two different retreats. Unfortunately, this etheric retreat is an ancient mystery school, and it is particularly powerful for those who are opening up their psychic and clairvoyant abilities. If this gateway comes to you often, it brings some confirmation that your psychic gifts are strengthening. Also, if the ideas of an ancient mystery school in the astral realm seem familiar, there's a good chance that you've been here during dream time or even between incarnations. These great halls are held within the heart of Source and are a projection of the divine mind's infinite intelligence. When we visit them, we are connecting directly with the wisdom of Source. You are on the path to great learning. Spiritual beings are drawing close to support you. If you are facing challenging or difficult circumstances or have just moved through such a time, you are being called to review what you have learned about yourself. If you're still feeling overwhelmed by a certain event or asking why it happened, call on Source and your guides to reveal to you the pattern, trauma, or wound that has contributed to this challenge. If you aren't experiencing challenging energies, the reason is that you've made huge progress on your spiritual journey, so much so that your perception has shifted so that you can view energy challenge as a window of opportunity. The Halls of Learning gateway indicates that your spiritual gifts are developing at this time. I We got that card a few days ago, and I completely agree. I think our spiritual gifts are heightening. I know mine are. Oh, that coffee tastes so good. Okay, the pink is coming in. Still green, but it's pink's coming in because I love everybody. Okay, we have the Divine Master, and we got one card. Metatron and Sandalphon, Sacred Connection, Synchronicity, Divine Connection, Understanding Lessons. Archangel Metatron and Sandalphon are twin flame, twin brothers, high vibrational angelic beings who understand what it's like to be human and angelic. Both of them once walked the earth as living humans, and because of their deep spiritual knowledge and connection to Source, at the end of their human lives, they ascended to angelic status in the heavens. Metatron's name means the throne next to God, and he is the archangel of ascension. Therefore, he is particularly drawn to this time when humanity has the opportunity to move beyond old ways of being and fear-based limitations and into a new way of living and loving. Sandalphon's name means co-brother, which refers to the fact that he is Metatron's energetic twin. He is the angel who helps us establish a heavenly connection. When these angels come together, they establish a bridge between heaven and earth so that we can understand the interconnectedness of all things. Everything is working out for your highest good. All the information and experiences that are coming to you now are bringing you a greater sense of connection and understanding. Be open and aware of the signs and synchronicities that are occurring at this time. For these are miraculous reminders that there is a force beyond your human comprehension that is helping you be your best self in life, live a life filled with purpose and meaning. If you feel stuck or unsure where things are going, you are being encouraged to see your situation from a higher perspective. If things aren't going according to your plans, it doesn't mean that things aren't going according to the divine plan. A power that is greater than you, but also within you, is working to help you learn from your life experiences and understand that you are interconnected with your source and co-creator of your destiny. This has been a great reading so far, and we have one more card. The Human Spirit Oracle, the new Oracle deck we got. And I love these cards. I love this deck because everything's so kind of serious. And then you get to this one, and it is like a great message, but it makes it kind of funny. A number 15, which is 6. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Shish, you there with the monkey, get off my lawn. Why are you always hanging on to someone else's problems? Is it boundaries? Do you suffer from codependency? Or are you a hero at the expense of your own happiness? We spend a lot of time speaking about and on other people's problems because they are easier to see and solve than our own. Some people also thrive on drama, so self-inflicted, and they want to make you part of their three-ring circus, tossing you from their trapeze of chaos into their habitat of monkeys. Next time you start to swing from someone else's problem, take a moment and say, not my circus, not my monkeys, and take a step back. You know, it isn't our circus. It's their circus and their monkeys. And they have entwined us in the situation that they have created for us because they took all the money. Let's just say that. They took it all. It's going to get hectic. It's gonna get hectic before it gets good. I want everybody to start practicing manifestation. I was hoping to see some people, there is a lot of people like it, but I was hoping to see that we had more people that were playing with their intuition and their inner child and their masculine and their feminine and taking things seriously. And I hope that they are, and they're just not maybe showing me. I guess I didn't do enough that when I said I loved you guys and I'm trying to help, I guess it wasn't enough. But anyway, there is people that are starting to like, so they're starting to manifest and they're starting to play with it. And I see that. And I am so grateful for everybody, no matter what, whether you hit the button and start playing with us and your inner child or you don't. It's up to you. It is your choice, and no worries. But anyway, I hope everybody has a beautiful Thoth Tuesday and a very magical Tuesday, and may every step in your journey be magical. And you know I love you, and just be you.